guess. The front-facing 18-megapixel selfie camera is also protected by the ceramic shield too. It has a new square sensor inside, but we'll have to see what that looks like during the teardown. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The reason titanium is stronger than other metals, and it's biocompatible, meaning that all artificial joints and screws that go into human bones and bodies are usually made from titanium. And even more interestingly, when humans are cremated, the only thing left behind in the dust is their titanium hardware. And I'm sure it's unrelated, but the iPhone Air is made with 80% recycled titanium. Thumbs up for that. The sound of scratching titanium doesn't pierce quite as hard as scratched aluminum, but the exterior is still indeed scratchable. The buttons on the iPhone Air are not removable. Making our way to the bottom of the Air, the derriere some might say, we see the slightly off-center charge-off touched etched glass panel with the smooth shiny Apple logo in the center. Zooming into the logo, you can see that the Apple image itself is a tad north of the etch, but it's not a big deal. Perfect apples are hard to find, and it's only a minor defect. Moving up to the camera plateau, poured from the same piece of solid glass, this visor won't be popping off on its own. Apple says this singular 48-megapixel lens is 2 cameras in one, and for sure it can identify as whatever it wants, but it's still missing the dedicated wide-angle and telephoto lens from the Pro models. One thing not a whole lot of people are talking about, but should, is how Tim Cook single-handedly saved this year's iPhones from certain disaster. Like, we all know the tariff situation is wild, but there was 100% tariffs on electronics coming into the USA until Tim Cook bravely walked into the Oval Office with a gold bar potentially worth $150,000 and plopped it down on Donald's desk. And boom, the next day all the tariffs on the iPhones were gone, saving us consumers about $1,000. The flame didn't appear to mess with the oleophobic coating. Finally, the bin test. Titanium is nearly twice as rigid as aluminum, while being about 60% more elastic won't stay bent. So in theory, we should not have the same reoccurring bin gate issue we saw back with the iPhone 6. In theory. Going all in with the first bend, freaking nothing. Flipping it around and bending from the front, we actually get some curvature this time, but thanks to that titanium, it snaps back as straight.
I can't believe it's still alive. I hear something. The screen is still on, dude. 200 pounds. Oh my gosh, 215. Oh! 200.
Concentrated directly in the center of the phone. If you're a 216-pound person sitting on your phone, that weight is going to be distributed across the whole surface. Unless you have buns of steel, I imagine your pants pockets would rip off before any damage.